Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to talk about our pets a little bit more today. So earlier on in the week, we spoke about different kinds of pets that we could have and that we shouldn't be having wild animals as pets. Now, some people get pets as gifts. Maybe they get one for their birthday or as a Christmas gift. And the pet is very cute when it's small, like a little puppy or a kitten. And then when the pet grows up and it needs looking after, then sometimes, very sadly, the owners or the family don't really look after that pet anymore because they don't think it's cute anymore. And that's really sad because when you get a pet, it should become part of your family and they really, really love you and you need to love them and look after them. You become like their mom or their dad, and you need to look after your pets very carefully because they need your care because you brought them into your family and they become part of your family. So let's have a look at what you should do to look after your pet. You should care for your pet and love your pet. And you should make sure that your pet has the right food. So you wouldn't feed your cat a peanut butter sandwich. You would feed your cat maybe some tuna, some fish, or cat food. And there is a boy. He's also feeding his fish. And again, you feed the animal that you have as a pet the correct food to keep them healthy and well. And then with a fish tank, very important, you need to keep it clean. You need to change the water and you need to do it properly and make sure that there's oxygen going into the water, so you need to look after your pets like that. Here's a bird in a cage and she's putting in fresh food and maybe she's actually also cleaning the cage. So you need to care for them and love them, feed them, make sure that they're living in a clean cage or a clean fish tank or a clean kennel or somewhere clean. And then you also need to clean up where they live. So you need to make sure that their blankets or their beds are clean. If they have messed outside, you need to pick up their mess and put it in a bag and into the bin, and you need to take the responsibility to look after your pets. As I said, you got them when they were little and they were cute, but you need to look after them as part of your family when they get older too. And then this little boy is giving his dog a bath. Some dogs love to bath and some don't like it at all. I know that my dogs, as soon as we bath them, if we bath them outside, then they immediately go and roll in the sand. But they don't mind bathing as long as it's a warm day. So those are some of the things you do to look after your pets. Let's have a look. Pets need food and clean water. Like we spoke about, our healthy bodies, we need to keep our pets healthy by doing that too. that they have clean water to drink and they have the correct food. They need clean conditions. So if you've got them in a cage or a bunny in a hutch or a cat where you put the litter so that the cat can go to the toilet, you need to clean that out so that it doesn't smell. And hamster cage also, you need to clean out its bedding because that's where it makes a mess and it starts to smell. So you need to clean where they live and around where they live, as well as to keep them clean. And then they need a shelter. So if your dog lives outside, then he needs or she needs a kennel to live in. Or maybe you can half open your garage or a shed or something so that if it does rain or it's really cold, they do have some kind of a shelter. All right, so now sometimes, as I said, people get pets and then they don't really look after them, and when the pets get in the way or they want to move or they want to go on holiday, then their pets become a bother to them and then they don't look after them properly, and that's really very sad. Also, you must be careful around pets that, especially when there are little children who don't really understand, and sometimes they grab the dog's fur or the cat's fur or they pull their tails and then the pet gets hurt or they get a fright and then they want to bite, and then the pet gets in trouble, but actually it's not really their fault. So you must love your pets and look after them, but not hurt them. And you shouldn't ever tease them. So if you're walking down the road and their dog's barking, you shouldn't make noises and go towards them to tease them. It's really unfair. And here is a little story about children who were really unkind to a dog. So Nati's dog got out. So there's Nati's dog, and he got out. Children threw stones at him. So look at these big rocks. They're not even stones, they're big rocks, and they were all throwing stones at him and they're shouting, "Get away!" And you can see they're shouting because of the exclamation mark. Then Nati comes. "Stop it! You are being cruel." Nati stopped them. They were doing wrong. Then he took the dog home. That's another thing you need to be careful of, is your pets getting away. So are you sure that where they stay, that they are safe and that they can't get out and run into the road? You poor thing. He took the dog home and gave him some food and water. There's a lovely big bowl of fresh water. And then he looked after him, and his dad fixed the fence. The dog was happy at home, and there they're playing catch together. So now, boys and girls, you're going to choose one of your pets, and then you're going to have a look at the questions that I've asked, and you're going to write me a little description about your pet. So what its name is, what it likes to do, where you got it from, and so on. So you're going to ask mom or dad, whoever helps you with your home learning, to help you, and you're going to write a lovely couple of sentences for me about your pet. And remember to use lots and lots of good adjectives. Remember also to look after your pets and to love them. They love you very, very much, and you are their family, and you need to love them and take care of them, just like they love you.